Gervonta Tank Davis wins his title defense, WBA title defense against Frank Martin, knocking him out in the 8th round. I told you this was a foregone conclusion. This fight started off with, I heard them saying about Frank Martin's footwork this, footwork that. There was no footwork per se. At the end of the day, he was running around the outskirts of the ring, doing laps backwards, doing laps, looking scared, looking frantic. Tank just walking forward, walking into the guy and not throwing any punches in the first couple of rounds. So you have to give the first 3-4 rounds to Frank Martin because he was putting in the work and Tank was just stalking him, walking him down and letting him throw punches and just pot-shotting here and there. He was just really toying with the guy, to be fair to you. He wasn't trying. And then the moment his corner said, all right, now you got to try. Well, as soon as his corner said that, he just went out there and knocked him out in the 8th round. And that's the end of that. There's nothing to report about this fight. There's a foregone conclusion. It was already said that when Tank was fighting for his first world title, Frank Martin was turning pro that same year. They're the same age, but yet while Tank was fighting for his first title, 22 years old, Frank Martin was turning pro. So there's the level of separation right there. It's not like Tank don't know what to do in the ring. He's had over 300 amateur fights as well as the pro fights that he's had. I will break down Tank's career one of these days because Tank's career, he hasn't beaten anybody, man. He hasn't. Errol said it the other day in the press conference. You ain't beat nobody. You ain't fought nobody. The guys that he's fought, they say that he's a 10-weight, 10-division champion, whatever you lot try to say. He's only won titles in one weight class. And in this weight class, he was emailed the title. Let's just have it right, okay? The other titles were some trinket titles. They weren't no proper world titles. They were crazy titles. They were some silly titles. So let's have a proper fight now, man. You've had your fights. You've had all these fights with all these silly billies that you fought, okay? You fought silly billy after silly billy after silly billy. Fine. Now, let's have a proper fight, please. You're claiming that you're this, that for the sport. You're not, okay? You're not fighting anybody. Can we have a proper fight? Can we have you fight Lomachenko, who we've been asking you to fight for the past decade? At least 7 years we've been asking you to fight this Lomachenko guy from the weight class below to this weight class now. And let's have the fight now. You've made him get old enough, man. He's aged out and lost enough fights now. Have the fight with the guy now, okay? Fight Lomachenko, then fight Shakur Stevenson, yeah? Unify up the place. Do something. Let's show us that you are this face of boxing, which you're not. You're not no face of boxing. You're the face of boxing to them man there in the ghetto in America and on the ends. You're the face of boxing for the ends, my G. That's what you are. You're not the face of boxing globally, like your Canelo and your Anthony Joshua's and these kind of guys. Devin Haney's more famous than you on a world scale, bro. Let's have it right. Let's have it right, okay? Right, well, that's the end of that. There's no more to be said. It was a foregone conclusion. He defended the title. Let's have a proper fight, please, now, okay? Can we have a proper fight, please, against a proper challenger? Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.